Hey, what is up, everyone? It's Zach, aka Keith39 here, to bring you another quick episode of the Starting Five. Gonna be quick because there's four guys I'm gonna talk about that are all on the same team. I probably won't play all four of them, but I will pretty positively have at least two, probably three. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into this. And so the team that it is the Toronto Raptors. Um, I gotta pull this up quick. Um, so yes, but they have a really good matchup against Minnesota. Um, Yesterday they blew out the Milwaukee Bucks, which was kind of surprising. Um, but yeah, the reason I bring this up is because they basically ran a 7 man rotation, kind of 7.5 man rotation. Um, Fred Van Vliet, 40 minutes. Norman Powell played 31, but he didn't get much run in the fourth quarter at all. I expect that to be 36 or so. Bembry, 37 minutes. Pascal Siakam, 38 minutes. So just that's a matchup with Minnesota, who does not play any defense, are very bad. Worry is the risk is blowout, but they do have Cat back. Um, I don't know if they have no D'Angelo Russell's still out, so blowout risk is definitely in play. So that's why there's a better chance you see me play guys like Bembry and Norman Powell, who aren't as high usage as the other two, but are way cheaper. Um, but I think just with the minutes matchup and usage between like those four, it's really hard for me to not play multiple here. Um, not really much more to say about that, other than like all four of them are awesome plays. All four are underpriced for what their role is going to be. Um, and this is all assuming Kyle Lowry's out. It seems like he was doubtful the last I checked. Um, has a chance to play, but that's going to be a really big slate decider. Obviously, if he's in, a lot of these guys are still fine plays, but uh, I may only end up with one instead of three. So, yeah, that's quick for that point. Next, I'm going to talk about Clint Capella. I don't know why he's just got this major. He's been getting this major price reduction. He scored 43 points in three straight games. Um, and at 7.2, that is more than enough than what you need. Um, his minutes were nicer when he's playing 40, but he's still right now 33 to 36 in competitive ball games. Um, he has such a high floor because of his rebounding. Like he's gonna grab anywhere from 10 to 20. Um, he just literally double doubles every time he plays. So in a matchup with Boston, Daniel Tice is questionable once again. They're just not very big, and he could play small. He switches out fine, but they'll have a big, whether it's Tristan Thompson, Daniel Tice if he plays, or Robert Williams. So like I'm not worried about him at all for minutes. Um, yes, I just think he's a really strong play too. And finally, I'm going to get Michael Carter Williams. Gets a matchup with Golden State, who also does not play defense. Um, Fournier is probable, but all the other point guards are still out. We saw 30 minutes last game in a blowout. Like in a competitive game, I think you'd probably see 35 out of him at this point. Um, Getting good shots up, playing the point. So like where he was starting earlier in the year, he was playing like small forward really, and he was just chilling in the corner. Not really the case now with all the point guard injuries, and the Aaron Gordon injury. So we get to see him play on the ball a lot, running pick and rolls with Vucevic, and just being like a playmaker. So 5.1, and I talked about this last slate he was on. He gives you that small forward eligibility that is really really nice. Getting a point guard that you can roster at small forward. The small forward is typically a harder position to roster unless you play like the top tier guys. Um, but the cheaper guys are kind of harder to find. Um, Not so much the case in this one where he's a point guard. Price at 5.1. I think 30 is probably a very reasonable score for him. So yeah, that's basically a hit. Like this is as of now, it's pretty straightforward slate. I'm sure there's going to be injury news that makes me get crazy later. Um, like if Jalen Brown gets ruled out, Paul George, Kawhi's already. I don't know. Not Kawhi's out. But all these guys can make this slate go totally 180. So, but right now that's where I'm at. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you guys around the block later.